All right, folks, so imagine you're a child, you're coming out of school, and you're like, I want to major in this and major in that, and you're sitting there going, what the hell are you doing? There are no jobs in that field. That's what a lot of parents are having to deal with. I'm even having that conversation with my nieces and nephews. And so we have these pie-in-the-sky ideas when it comes to education. But the question is, what are the jobs in the future? What must folks be majoring in today in order to get paid tomorrow, as opposed to majoring in something today when those jobs are going away? That's what we're going to talk about right now on this issue of education. We partner with the University of Phoenix. They're sponsoring this segment, these various education segments right here on the show. Joining me right now via Skype, we have a great guest right now. Please scroll up. Thank you. Dr. Josh Shapiro, Director of Research and Evaluation at the University of California, San Diego Extension, and Dr. Pamela Rogaman, Academic Dean at the University of Phoenix's College of Education, and we're still joined by Jones-DeWeever and Cleo Manago as well. Here's what jumps out, and again, I've done sessions on this, and a lot of people, I love a lot of education people, and God bless their heart, bless their little heart, but they always get mad at me and they say, Roland, it's not about the job or the check, it's about the education experience, and I say, damn that, it's about getting paid. And so, Dr. Shapiro, I want to start with you. How do we get the next generation to understand you must think about the jobs that they're going to be paying tomorrow versus jobs that are on the decline and where they're shedding jobs and they're not growing?
Yeah, so if you look at the hot jobs report that we put out, 4 out of the 5 hot careers involve computers, information technology, and data. And so this means we should encourage students to develop a strong understanding of math and analytical skills. And this isn't to take away from passion and interest, but to make a fully informed decision to understand where the jobs of tomorrow are. Students need data, and that's the purpose of our project.
Pam, I got to ask you, I see elementary school teachers on this list at 53,000. Where is that?
Okay, well, this is what I have to tell you. All throughout the United States, there is a major teacher shortage, which is only going to increase because we have all the baby boomers ready to leave the career. And I'm going to tell you, in Arizona alone, already in March, we have almost 1,000 classrooms unstaffed.
Wow.
And so 1,000 classrooms in March, which means, school districts have been searching the entire year and still have not found teachers. And it's not just in math and science classrooms and special ed classrooms. That's elementary classrooms. That's all across the board. So what I would like to offer, and just to follow up on your initial comment, is if you major in education to become a classroom teacher, you're going to find a job.
Dr. Shapiro, I got to ask you, when we talk about the best majors for a lucrative career, we have here computer science, management information systems, software engineering, information technology, and economics. And now, is that based on, again, the growth rate? I mean, so how was that determined?
Great. So the first thing that we do is to forecast the job growth over the next 10 years. And then we evaluate each one of these occupations based on particular attributes, which include satisfaction, typical hours worked, employee conflict, etc. And then we also factor in median pay. And we put this into an algorithm. So each one of these has been vetted in terms of what is the forecast? What does the job look like tomorrow? How many jobs are going to be there? And if students major in these particular majors that have been identified, they are very likely to obtain a job.
Dr. Shapiro, I'm just wondering, have you done any analysis with this data to see who majors in these fields by race and by gender? So, for example, I look at these fields and I think they're probably very male-dominated, and I fear that there are not very many African Americans in these fields. Is that true?
Yeah, so there is an underrepresentation of minorities and women in many of these particular occupations. This particular analysis is looking across the United States, across race, across ethnicity. But future studies and what other work that people are doing does dive into these particular issues.
Pamela, Cleo, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Did you say, Pamela, that getting a teaching job is going to be paying well? Is that what you said, or did you just say that the job's going to be, there's going to be a demand for these jobs?
No, I did not say that getting a teaching job is going to pay well, but this is what I will tell you. In the field of education, just like every other industry, it has had to grow and become creative as far as offering professional development and all different kinds of opportunities for teachers. And what I think that you see the average teacher doing today is taking on leadership roles in his or her school district and working with the building leaders to try to figure out how all the different needs of K-12 students can be met without just the traditional, either you're a teacher or you're an administrator. It takes a lot of creative problem solving. So what I would offer for the field of education is that there is a tremendous opportunity for growth right now that there hasn't been. And with a teacher shortage, shortly follows an administrative shortage. And so what I think that you're find are a lot of school districts figuring out ways to compensate teachers, of course with money, but also with time and with resources. And so what I think that you're going to find as you take a look, you rattled off that first list, what people still want to be is teachers. And I think that what some people flirt with, the idea is, okay, well, I'll make money and maybe my second career choice will be a teacher, and they fight it as long as they can, and people are drawn to the profession because there is that intrinsic reward, that creativity, that opportunity for growth.
All right, then, Dr. Shapiro, we certainly appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Pamela, thank you so very much. And one of the things I do hope as well for people listening, we have to have real discussions when it comes to our children, but even folks who are young adults and even middle age about, again, if you're going to get a degree, if you're going to go to college, there should be a reason why you're doing it. And again, I think a part of the problem for me is that we don't have guidance counselors like we used to have, who are having real discussions with folks, individuals who are absolutely horrible in math, but they somehow want to be a mathematician. I'm just saying, you might want to say that ain't your skill set. I'm just saying, and again, but I do believe when it comes to these careers, we have to challenge people to say, why are you majoring in this? Because if that's a low growth area, the chances of you getting a job and paying with those student loans are going to be extremely low. And so we certainly appreciate both of you. Thanks a lot.